All right, good evening. Congratulations to Sasha, congratulations to Zvezda. I thought they were, over the course of the 40 minutes, they were a more consistent team. I thought we never really played well. At the same time, our attitude was not the best. Like we've been here for, last 2-3 months. I think we need to regroup a little bit, probably not to feel so good about ourselves, but it's difficult for our players, so like I said, we'll talk about it. We need to be acting a little bit more with humility and hopefully to start another winning streak. So also congratulations to our team, because like I said, guys are really doing a great job. We have injury problems and they are fighting, they are winning games, and to give ourselves a chance for the last 3 months of the season, but today we didn't deserve to win for sure.
Thank you, coach. Izvolite sa vašim pitanjima. Ajde, Rajko, samo nemoj dugo. I will translate, coach.
Poštovani gospodin Jasikevičijus, Rajko Delibasić, Kiskovska Mitrovica i televizija Chicago. Samo da pohvalim prvo, 19 utakmica bez poraza, to je retkost. 10 utakmica nismo napravili i 9 utakmica u Euroligi. Da li je posle toliko utakmica morao doći jedan ovakav poraz i da li je ovaj poraz posljedica odbrane Zvezde u zadnjoj četvrtini i slabije koncentracije vaših igrača na toj utakmici?
Is this the reason for the loss, good defense of Crvena Zvezda? Or?
Listen, like I said, if you see it would be nice to watch video, but if you see the last shots that we missed in the quarter, it was a lot of missed shots. So, I don't know, Zvezda is a good defensive team. When they have the big lineups, it's always difficult. I mean, Sasha have them prepared, but I think today I don't want to talk, I think the problem was us. I mean, really, physicality offensively was us, and we just missed a lot also, but it doesn't matter. Overall, we didn't deserve to win.
Ukupno gledano nismo zaslužili da pobedimo. Crvena Zvezda je odličan defanzivni tim. Ako pogledati poslednje šuteve u svakoj četvrtini, promašili smo ih i generalno smo mnogo promašivali danas, ali nema veze, danas nismo prosto zaslužili da dobijemo.
Okay, I will add, how can, we talk about Zvezda defense if, in the last probably 7 baskets of Zvezda, it was 2 backdoors by Moneke, 2 offensive rebounds, I think, with Nora, and 3 times they went right penetration. So I like to think always that it's us who are the problem.
Uvijek volim da mislim da smo mi razlog za neki problem. Kako da pričamo o Zvezdine o odbrani kad smo posljednjih 7 poseda koša koje smo primili, 2 backdora na čimu Monekija, na Vora, da uprostim laki poeni.
Još ne pitanje vezano s tabusom. Može li Jasikevičijus trener da bude bolji nego Jasikevičijus igrač?
Can you be better as a coach?
I hope I don't fucking coach as long as I play.
Nadam se da neću biti trener koliko sam igrao. Next one. Ajde.
Nikola Paripović, Telegraph. Good evening, coach. I want to ask you about the Fenerbahce future. Your GM talked about NBA Europe and talks about NBA Europe. As a legend of EuroLeague, where do you see Fenerbahce in the future?
Listen, you can be whatever you want, but the club needs to do the choices that is best for the club. I think that's what we will do. Everybody understands that this is the most difficult situations. It's very difficult choices to be made. I'm in love with European basketball. I've been all my life. Yes, I'm a fan of the NBA, especially when it comes to playoffs, and it's fantastic. I do understand all the best players are over there. But listen, in my family, it's like I have the kids who are, 14 and 15, and we're waiting for the Thursday and Friday to be as a family watching the games at home. So I'm in love with European basketball. I hope we can find some kind of solution to be playing in the atmosphere like this, like you come to Serbia, like you come to Greek teams, and, obviously Fener has a great fan base as well. Other situations, Kaunas, of course. I want some kind of find a way, but you have to understand that we cannot be standing in one place. You need to improve. Clubs need to make more money. Everything is money. So this is life. Don't translate, it's too long.
Next one. Ajde.
Good evening, Coach. Konstantin Janis, Gradski Info. You were practically forced in the middle of the fourth quarter to play Antunin at the 5 because of the foul trouble of the other bigs. And in that sequence, maybe Fener had the most success in offense. Is it maybe something you
So we're forced to play with
Antunin at the 5?
Well,
is it something you maybe could have done earlier, because it seems when you stretch the floor you have
I understand you, but how can I do it if they immediately get 2 fouls? You know, Mika was constantly in the foul trouble. Cam was constantly in the foul trouble. Chris Silva comes in, fouls here. So I'm not saying about anything about refereeing, because zero complaints, about these guys, but we just were constantly in the foul trouble. So by the time it came the fourth quarter, I think when I put Mika 5, probably Mika already had 4 fouls. Yeah, so exactly. So this was my last option, kind of. I was trying to save it. Yeah, we do play, with Nicola Melli when he's there, and Mika playing 5 position. We spread the court, and our guards can drive the ball, and Wade and Taylor with open paint is really nice. So, yeah, today was just, we can talk tactics all we want, but we didn't lose because of the tactics.
Okay.
Ajde, Marko.
Good evening, Coach. Marko Ibrahimovic, Sports.rs. 2 short questions. First one, did you feel, and your team feel pressure because of that winning streak?
Pressure?
Yeah, because
Why would we feel pressure?
No, because, everybody expects from you to win every...
To how many to win in a row?
Yeah.
20?
20, yeah. Okay.
It's not possible.
Not possible. And second one...
This is the problem, that we didn't feel the pressure. We were too relaxed.
Okay. And second one, you mentioned the NBA. What is your opinion about the NBA want to come to Europe and change the, let's say, ecosystem?
Well, listen, this is what we speak now. European basketball is up for grabs. Everybody complaining, everybody doing this. So NBA is probably feeling. Obviously, FIBA is this factor that is staying behind. I don't know, FIBA. I don't like FIBA. They are really behind in everything. But like I said, we need to find a way, even with FIBA, to move forward. We need to get better. If the clubs are complaining about the financial side, this is probably the reason why NBA is here, to improve. So obviously, FIBA and EuroLeague been fighting for 20 years. Now FIBA goes closer to the NBA. So it's logical. It's logical things. Everybody's trying to do the best for themselves. And like I said, the most, I'm just, if everything in sports, it must be about fans. You know what I mean? So if the fan base is like here, like everywhere, will be changed to the fan bases of what we're talking about, Manchester's and I don't know what, where is the logic?
One more question about it. Did anybody from both sides ask you for your opinion, because you are...
They constantly ask me opinion, but at the end I'm just a coach, and the clubs will make a decision. Like I said, the EuroLeague is trying to find solution, FIBA is trying to find solution. There's so much uncertainty too, so many rumors, and nobody really knows what's going on. I think some numbers, it's not going to be much better if NBA shows up. It's just not logical. There's TV markets, there's fans, how much you can improve. Of course, NBA has experience, probably they will help bring new ideas and everything. But I'm just worried about fans and the essence of the European game, and for me, it's beautiful. It's, what's going on here in EuroLeague is just, it's too much, but it's beautiful.
Ajde, pa da završamo da bude.
Stefan Micevski, Sporting, good evening, Coach. Short one, just to finish the press. What's the goal for Fenerbahce for this season?
What's the goal?
Yeah.
Why did you have many years to think about this question?
No, I know, because it's end of the press conference, so everybody is asking.
The goal is to win next game, and hopefully it can lead to the big things, but it's a very smart question.
Good evening.